earlier said by me, my belief is that education is the greatest weapon against poverty in any society. Without education, there's no vision. Without education, there's no development. Without education, you cannot even successfully conquer poverty, insecurity, and abuse in the society. Education is that light at the end of the tunnel. No matter how sluggish it moves, it will give you the light and the hope necessary to live a life. And we are investing in it. We don't want to try ignorance as alternative. We want education from foundation to the topmost level. And I'm glad the NEL Fund and the leadership accepted this responsibility, and they are working hard. At this stage, we are asked if you have.
It is my special gratitude for this opportunity to be here today, for Mr. President to formally launch and also honor the Nigeria Educational Loan Fund. And Mr. President, I will also start by making reference to World Bank as well as the United Nations Development Goal, of which education is number 4, and of which Mr. President has recognized that. Hence, he inaugurated and also signed into law, and in February, the Nigerian Educational Loan Board. We're also very grateful for Mr. President's time that he has spent in inaugurating and also sanctioning the activities of Nigerian Loan Board. And I will say it is my special gratitude and my special honor to be the inaugural chairman of Nigeria Education Loan Board. And I will also want to mention that it's not just United Nations sanctioning all countries in the world the very special importance of education in growing their youth, in encouraging their youth, and for the youth to spearhead the development of their various countries' activities. Of course, the World Bank is there also to play its own role for the education standard of many countries. Mr. President, we want to thank you very much, and thank you. We thank you. Thank you.
One of the key features when the bill was sent back to the House and for reenactment was that you very graciously included an upkeep element to this. Before, in the previous bill, sir, it was just the fees. Now we're going to be putting real money into the pockets of students and not just saying we're paying your fees, but we know they have other expenses. So thank you for that. 22 billion is what our current exposure around that is. Next slide, please. The total loans, so this now includes the fees, and the upkeep is 33 billion and rising daily. This is really just to show that there's a steady growth. There's been no slowdown. Next slide, please. And then some very basic trends. So there's a consistent increase in registrations, a steady growth rate, suggesting an influx of new applicants continuously. The total loan amount I spoke about a moment ago, that is rising as well, which correlates with the fact that people are registering. The number of loans issued is steady. Every student, every applicant can apply for 2 loans, one for their education and the other one for their upkeep. One is contingent on the other because you can't apply for the upkeep unless you've applied for the fees. And finally, the total number of students who applied is showing a consistent rise. And we haven't done a lot of sensitization because we wanted you to be the one to give us that flag off. But this is really through below the line marketing, just sort of almost simple social media, and these numbers have come through. Next slide, please.